Back to the Kuhner Show on 570 WTNT. The last honest man in Washington. 301-984-9570 is the number. 301-984-9570. Do you watch the mainstream media? What do you think of their health care coverage on the whole healthcare Obamacare debate? I want to hear from you. Let's go to our good buddy Steve from conservativemonster.com. Steve, welcome to the Kuhner Show.
First of all, Jeff, congratulations on the Drudge Report. That is huge. That's tremendous.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Steve, I'll be very frank. I mean, I've had several links on Drudge before. I knew when I wrote it, and my editors told me, they said, Jeff, this baby's going to make the rounds.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not surprised. But thanks so much, Steve. I appreciate it.
Oh, especially today, because everybody is watching the news. I mean, today is a hot news day because people know what's coming Sunday. And you know what? One thing I just wanted to say is, remember what Massa said. Congressman Massa said that he was threatened that if he didn't vote yes, that the unions would not back him anymore in his campaign. And I think a lot of the Democrats are going to be facing that decision. Who do I want to take on, George Soros and the unions or the voters? They might say, you know what, I feel safer going against the voters on this one.
Yeah, no, Steve, look, you make a very good point. You know what? This is what everybody overlooked in the whole Massa controversy. And the White House, they did it the Chicago way. They spun the media, and the media went for it. They willingly went for it. That the issue was whether Massa was unstable. The issue was whether Massa had been harassing his staff members. Look, Massa to me is a scumbag. All right? There's no question about that. But did you notice the White House would not refute his claim that Rahm Emanuel accosted him naked in the showers of the House of Representatives, in the gym showers? That they wouldn't refute. And they wouldn't refute, which was to me the most damaging allegation, and I know it's true because I know how this White House operates, which is that union leaders went directly to Massa, and they told him, if you don't vote the way we want you to vote, the way the Obama administration wants you to vote, especially on health care, you're going to get no money. You're going to get no funding. You're going to get no help with your campaign. We are going to cut you off at the knees politically. That is bribery. That is intimidation. That is what pervades this entire White House. And you are now seeing Democrat after Democrat. Bart Stupak has come out and said, they have been threatening me. They're threatening us with liberal primary challengers. They're threatening us with unions withholding money. They're now saying there's going to be no pork barrel projects for us. They're now saying the president has openly come out and said he will not campaign for us in November. Why? Because they vote their conscience on one bill? Bart Stupak is a straight-down-the-line Democrat on 90% of the issues. Why suddenly can he not vote his conscience on health care? He's for socialized medicine. He's what they call a social justice Catholic. I am a conservative Catholic, but he's a social justice Catholic, where he believes the government has the responsibility to take care of everybody in our society. I don't. I fundamentally disagree with him, but let that go. Under the teachings of the Catholic Church, you cannot support state-sanctioned infanticide. You cannot support state-sanctioned murder of innocent unborn babies. You can't. It's a fundamental violation of church teachings. It's one of the most important teachings. It is at the heart and soul of the Catholic Church. So he's saying, I can't, in good conscience, support federal funding for abortion. It's in this bill. I can't. You're asking me to jeopardize my soul. I can't. It's my soul. Do you understand that? To all these secularists out there, they can't understand what religion means. It means that I have to adhere to certain moral laws and commandments from God Almighty Himself. And if I violate those laws, I am putting my soul in peril. This is not for 10 years. This is not for 1 or 2 election cycles. This is for all eternity. Bart Stupak says, listen, crucify me. Do what you want to do with me, but I can't support this bill. Now, you have a guy that's going to be with you on 90 to 95% of the issues, and now they're unleashing a potential ethics investigation against him. Now they're going after him with his funding. Now they want to send a liberal primary challenger. Now the president won't campaign for him. This is thuggery. Nothing more and nothing less. It is sordid political gangsterism. And you're right, Steve. The sugar daddy of the Democratic Party is George Soros. You want to know who's the real power behind the throne? People say to me, Jeff, when you call Obama a puppet president, why do you call him a puppet president? Because, yes, he's a radical. He was a radical all the way back at university. I've uncovered all of that and exposed all of that for you, my listeners. But who is the man that is driving him? Who is the man that is driving the Democratic Party? It is George Soros and his band of radical socialists. They are the ones who control the money strings. They control the purse strings. Who pays the piper calls the tune. Soros is funding all of these groups. MoveOn.org, Daily Kos. He's got his hands behind the Huffington Post. All these major liberal blogs, all of these Netroots activists, you look, there's Soros money. You look at all these think tanks in D.C., the Center for American Progress, it's Soros money. You look at all of this money that's being dispersed to Democratic candidates, it's Soros money. This is a man who is a multi-billionaire, who has made his money speculating on the international currency markets, looking to destroy and drive down the American dollar. He has said so himself publicly. This is not some conspiracy theory. He despises American capitalism. Now, look at Obama. Everything that George Soros has advocated, Obama is doing. It is George Soros that says we need to have a system of international cap and trade, green socialism. There's Obama. It is George Soros that says we need to raise taxes. There's Obama. It is George Soros who has said we need to have massive economic stimulus programs. The government now must take over the banks, the insurance companies, the car companies, any sector of the economy, the government should take it over in collusion with big business. That's what Obama's doing. Soros is the one that has been calling for an open borders policy. In fact, he has said there should be no border between Mexico and the United States. That's what Obama is doing. I'm going to talk about it at the top of the next hour. Obama has now officially come out on the record saying he supports, quote, comprehensive immigration reform, meaning he wants to give amnesty to 20 million illegal immigrants. That's exactly what George Soros has been advocating. Soros is the one that told him to pull out of Iraq. Soros is the one that now has been saying we must subordinate our foreign policy to the United Nations. Soros is the one that said we must have nationalized health care. He is the power behind the throne. You want to talk about gangsters? He's the mother of all gangsters. He's the head of all the crime family syndicates. He's the godfather. He's the one that they kiss his ring. And so now these Democrats on Capitol Hill have to now make a fundamental decision. Is their allegiance to Nancy Pelosi and Barack Hussein Obama and the ultimate godfather, Don Soros? Is it them? Is it these liberal transnational elites? Or is it you, the American people? That is the fundamental question. That's the fundamental philosophical divide in this country. Are you a nationalist? Are you a patriot that believes in the Constitution, that believes in our system of capitalism and national sovereignty? Or are you a transnational globalist leftist? It's really that simple. And so a vote for health care ultimately is a vote against America. And it is a vote for Soros and for the transnational left. Make no mistake about it. Let's go to Tom in New Jersey. Tom, our good buddy, welcome back to the Kuhner Show. How are you, Tom?
Jeff Kuhner, 570 TNT. That's red, white, and blue dynamite, baby.
Well, you know, the red, white, and blue, that may be gone. That may be banned pretty soon,
right.
Tom.
That's right. This is a special Friday. We hope it's similar next Friday. Jeff, it takes a man of your personal experience that has personally seen the horrors of socialized medicine to appeal to our nation during this healthcare crisis. On this Lenten Friday, as we abstain from meat to honor Christ's blood of the cross dying for the sins of mankind, I think of Pontius Pilate and his henchmen, the Roman soldiers. Jeff, even if Pilate and the Roman soldiers, they didn't even ask Mary and John to drive the nails into Christ's hands on the cross, this illegal health care bill would require Catholics and Judeo-Christians to pay for and have the blood of abortion on our hands. This is unacceptable, and I'm requesting Governor Christie of New Jersey to follow in the footsteps of the great state of Virginia illegal bill passes, to sue for an order of exemption if this illegal health care bill passes.
Tom, thank you for that call. My friend, you hit the nail right on the head. You nailed it. It is